Hey there guys, it's Jason Mazda and welcome back to another Sims 3 house building video. Today I'm doing a new series where I'm going to be building a modern beach house in a series of speed build parts where at the end of the video I'm going to ask you guys some questions about the house. What we're going to be doing is I'm going to be responding to these questions, answering them and really creating a house that everyone wants to see. So I'm going to be asking you like, what objects should I add? Should I do this? Should I do that? And then I'm also going to get you guys to give me your opinion of the house so far and just really create a sort of community feel where I can get you guys answering some questions and really interacting with me, which should be really fun. So I do recommend that you like this video and you answer some of the comments which are going to be coming up in just a sec. So we're building a modern beach house in sunlit tides. Again, very modern house with lots of foundation roof, stuff like that. So I hope you guys like modern houses because most of my houses that I build on this channel are modern houses just because I like them so much. They let in a lot of light into the house and they look really good if they're a beach house as well because I love the beach, I love landscaping and it looks awesome. And this house is built on a 40x40 lot. So it'll be pretty much placeable in any house, in any neighborhood that you can think of. So it's available in Sunlit Tides, Sunlit Valley, Sunlit Tides, Sunset Valley, Sunlight Valley. So it's available in most of the worlds that come with expansion packs as well as the stores and as well as custom worlds that you download. As long as it has a 40x40 lot or bigger, you can place this house. So when I do finally upload this house, I'd love to see you guys sharing videos, showing me what you do with this house and what you add to it. It'd be really cool, and again, I'd love to hear from you guys on my Twitter or even just in the YouTube comments. It really does make me feel like I'm doing this for a really great audience. So this house has a lot of balconies on it. At the moment, I'm just adding some of the exterior floor plan stuff. So the blue tile and the blank grey walls will go in just a minute. I'm just adding some foundation onto the house. Here I am just adding a little foundation bit just to sort of allow me to place a foundation over the top of it. So if you were building this house, what objects would you like to put in it? I'm going to be adding a sauna and a massage table because it is built in Sunlit Tides and I bought the gold version. I'm going to be adding lots of landscaping items. I'm going to be adding a pool, maybe a little bit of a pond. And I've also got some really cool other new premium content items that I'd really like to let you guys really look at. So I thought that would be really cool just to add a large backyard which we can sort of play with. So here we are on the second floor. I'm adding in some exterior walls. I wasn't sure what to do with this house. My philosophy with this was to add as many shapes as possible just to really create a unique design which looks natural with the other houses in the neighborhood. So you'll see in just a sec I add a white wallpaper and some brown wood wall coverings and floor coverings which were also seen in the other houses of Sunlit Tides. So it sort of blends into the neighborhood as well as looking really awesome, if I do say so myself. So I'm going to add a bit of a wall covering here. It'll look a bit weird at the moment because I'm just adding some walls just so I have enough floor tiles for the roof above, just so I can add a overhanging roof, which will look really cool. As you can see, I'm just about to add some more floor tilings just so we can have some balconies and really cool places where, since we are in a beach neighborhood, so you can have some amazing views. If you're going to live in a neighborhood which is right next to the beach, you'd want as many balconies as possible. You'd want to have open windows that you can see right in, out to the ocean. I'd really love to live in a house like this, and I hope one day that I can build something like this in real life, which would be quite cool. I would love to live in a Sims house. It's just so extraordinary and so beautiful. So we're now starting on the second floor, so sort of I sort of stuck with the same floor plan as the floor below, just trying to add in some shapes as well. I was going to add in a balcony there, but I thought we already have a balcony on the left-hand side and the right-hand side, and I thought we didn't need it. I like adding balconies when they're usable. I don't really like adding too many things just to accent the house, really show. I like to show off cool sort of building ideas, but I don't like it when things aren't accessible. I really believe in Sims houses which have everything accessible, which is why I play The Sims. Like I said in one of my other videos, I don't like stuff packs because they just add mostly decor items and stuff that we've already seen before, as opposed to expansion packs which add new content. So with that sort of philosophy, I really like just having things that are usable and things that we can use in The Sims, which also look nice. So we're just filling in some of the grid squares for the roofing. I really like the left-hand side of this house. It has a huge, nice roof which overhangs all the lower floors. This is quite a big house actually in the end. It turned out bigger than I thought it was going to be. I hope we have enough room for the pool and the landscaping items. Otherwise what I can do is I can move the house into maybe a 50x50 or a 60x60, but we'll go with 40x40 for the moment because we're just really building the exterior. So like I was saying at the start, so this is going to be a house building series where I'm going to build the house in parts, and then what I'd love for you guys to tell me is things that you liked about the house, things that you didn't like so much, so I can change them and just really interact with you guys, getting your opinions and hopefully picking up some ideas from you guys so I can build the best possible house that I can do. And then eventually when this house is finished, I will make it available for download and you guys can watch a showcasing video, so make sure you look out for that. Part 2 will of course be up tomorrow and hopefully part 3 the day after that. So I'm going to try and build this house on a daily basis and then really incorporate your comments into the next episode. So I'll try and mention you guys in the video as much as possible if you suggested some cool things that I actually used. So we're pretty much done with the exterior at the moment, so it looks quite blank at the moment. We're going to remove some of the excess walls, which I really just used for just creating the overhanging roof, and then it will look a little bit nicer. As you can see, that's all done. We're going to add a balcony in just a sec, as well as some wall coverings. So I'm just fixing up some of the floor because I used constrained floor elevation, which is quite a powerful cheat, which can really wreck your house if you don't know what you're doing. So I had to really just use it to flatten some of the walls and stuff like that. It's looking pretty nice at the moment, a little bit blank. On the right hand side you'll notice in just a moment that the house is really illuminated. I didn't actually expect it to look so bright. It's actually to the point where it could be blinding. You could see Sims just walking along, putting their hands up, can't walk past this house. It's just too bright and too brilliant. I just can't do it. So we're going to need to add in some landscaping items in maybe the next part, maybe part 3, not quite sure yet, just to really sort of dull the opacity of the wall there, just because it's too bright for its own good. So as you will notice here, I've added sort of a sloping roof, which looks kind of cool. I actually get rid of this in just a little bit because I wasn't sure if I liked it, but if you guys like it, let me know in the comments and we can add it back, just adding a sort of unique roof design if possible, because most of the roof is going to be rather flat. Here I am adding in some staircases just so you can get up onto the house. I added a nice brown wooden texture. Here I add a little column just because there was an awkward space in between the 2 stairs and I thought, why not? It looked really cool, it added a nice shape. And I actually got to use the kind of column design in other parts of the house, as you'll see in just a few minutes. Ooh, how exciting. And it just looks awesome. I really liked that I used it. It was just as I was building this house, I was just like, oh, okay, I can add some more shapes, some other cool things. Hopefully you guys like it. I certainly really loved it. Here we are adding in a fencing around the house. I think this looks really cool. So we go with a white glass modern design, which is sort of continued with the windows of the house. I actually struggled quite a lot with picking windows for this house because I wasn't sure which ones I wanted to use, if I wanted to use custom content ones or if I wanted to use store ones or just normal game ones. So what I am doing here is I'm trying to add in some stairs to go down to the lower level, but it just wasn't working. So if anyone in the comments knows what I can do to get that working, please let me know. It would really help me out. I reckon it would be really awesome if we can do it. I actually made a mistake when I was adding in the floor tiles to this house. I accidentally clicked on the apply to all of the level. So as you'll see, it sort of covers everything, which is what I wanted, but it sort of really makes for some weird weird glitches with constrained floor elevation, which I fix up. Just looked a bit weird, thought I'd talk about it. Here I am just adding in the same, it's not the same floor, it's a different floor, it's not the bamboo floor, but it's the same color. And I thought it looked more appropriate with just a normal wood floor for the roof design. So I tried adding in a roof. It didn't work so well. I didn't think it looked very nice. So we stuck with just the flat roof. I thought it looked more modern. I struggled with these windows, didn't know what to do. Thought I'd cover in a wooden boundary, and then I went for a white middle bit. Just trying pretty much every window in existence out at this point. I'm quite happy with what I settled on in the end. I thought it looked really modern, let a lot of light in, illuminated the house, which was the point of the window, and sort of added to the overall theme. It also sort of looked very similar to the other houses which were in the neighborhood. So just sort of, again, trying to create a theme throughout sunlit tides, not sort of going for something which is completely out of the ordinary and looks a bit weird. So I went with a modern wood boundary with a white sort of inner metal bit. Here I am adding in the upper floor white windows. Again, I made this house so it worked perfectly with that. Here I am adding in a second floor door just so you can have access to the upper balcony. Just really recolored it just to look nice. I need to add some windows to the rest of the house. I actually had a problem with the window to the left. It wasn't letting light into the house, but I fixed it in the end. And I was thinking with this house, I wanted it to have large open views to different, to look at the really nice landscape areas of this world. But I didn't want to sort of lose the privacy of the house, so I added small modern windows which looked nice and would keep the prying eyes of other Sims out. Here I created a really cool stained glass modern door design, but it didn't work on the other one because I wasn't actually able to add stairs going down because the house was placed so that it actually, it didn't let, because it was like 2 squares away from the edge of the lot, so it wouldn't let me place some stairs. So I thought I had enough balconies, so I didn't really need to do anything with that. That one will be for show. I might add in some fencing, stuff like that. So again, I was talking about before I added in some columns to other parts of the house, so I decided here it had some spaces in between the stairs and I needed to fill them. So again, just adding in some cool shapes that look really nice and just layering out the wall with the foundation. I actually decided that with this, it looked too similar to the other balcony just to the left of it, so I deleted, and I actually came up with this really cool sort of foundation surrounding some of the other balconies as well. So also guys, what do you think you'd like to see changed in this house, and what do you like so far? I'd really like to hear your comments. It really would be awesome. Here I am, like I said, adding in some walls just to surround the balcony of the back house. It looks quite nice, if I do say so myself. And again, adding in more shapes, because more shapes is good. That is my philosophy. So adding in some nice wooden textures. I really like what I do with the wooden wallpaper of the back. I'm going to add in some modern windows, just sort of surrounding those modern windows. It'll look pretty cool in the end. We're about finished with this house, so we are going to add in some wall textures just now. I'm not sure if I like this. I just wanted to accent the wall a little bit more, so let me know if you like it. We might go with a cobblestone or a grey stone, something like that, which looks nice. Now we're going to show some screenshots of the house. They look quite nice. So here is the front of the house, here is the right hand side, and here we're going to show another view of the right hand side. Again, this house is still very much in construction, so there's no windows on the back, stuff like that. This is the back of the house. Here is the left hand side. Again, if you know how to add stairs to the lower level, please let me know. And here is just the balcony design. I'm pretty proud of how this looks so far. Please give this a like and make sure you comment letting me know what you would like to see in the next part. Part 2 will be coming tomorrow. See you guys then.